Like, follow, tweet. Like, follow, tweet.
Gig Sluts TV. I am here today with another superstar, Tallia Storm.
Oh, thank you very much.
How's it going today, Tallia?
Really good, thank you. I'm very well, thank you.
I know you've done tons and tons of interviews over the last sort of few years, and everyone's asked you about Elton John and has asked you about sort of the big things that you've done. So for people who don't know, tell us a bit about how you sort of became a huge name in 30 seconds.
I passed my demo tape on to David Furnish, who is Elton John's partner. The next day, Elton John phoned my mobile and asked me if I would like to open his concert in Scotland at Falkirk Football Stadium. So 6 months later, I opened his concert at Falkirk Football Stadium to 16,000 people. And ever since then, my life has never been the same.
Yeah.
And literally, I owe it all to literally that phone call and Elton John. So he's literally the most incredible man ever.
Do you have regular contact with him now? Are you besties?
Well, I feel as if because he's given me such a platform, I owe it to him to kind of prove him right. Do you know what I mean? He almost kind of took a risk because he only ever heard my demo. So technically, well, you obviously win the gig, but he only ever heard my demo when he called me. So obviously that was a risk in itself, you know, this 13-year-old girl he'd never actually met, you know, from Glasgow, and this was in Hawaii, to take that risk. And obviously I kind of feel as if that 6 months between January and the gig, I just kind of was like, this is it, you know. I like locked myself in my bedroom singing hours on end, like every single day. So by the time that gig came, I literally knew the songs backwards. Do you know what I mean? So that I was so prepared, and you know, I met him and he was just so incredible.
And now you've got your first EP out, Social Security. It's a 4-track EP, and the thing that I like, for anyone who hasn't heard it yet, check it out. But if you haven't heard it, the thing I like about it in particular is that each of the tracks on there is so different from the others, and they all offer different sides of your music and what you can do. I guess is that something that you feel?
Yeah, definitely. The EP is definitely like an introducing to Tallia Storm, like an introduction. My roots are obviously jazz, your kind of Ella Fitzgerald, Dinah Washington. So, you know, the first track, Social Security, is definitely, you know, kind of urban, kind of, you know, that kind of EDM garage feel to it, which is obviously a lot more upbeat than the other ones. Then you've got the two middle songs, which are Love Should Last Forever and California, which, you know, taking it down a wee bit, very kind of, you know, R&B, jazzy, you know, kind of crafting the own kind of Tallia Storm sound. Then I kind of take it back up at the end with I Just Need You, which is very much kind of my almost kind of dream kind of live sound. You know, I live for, like, you know, just singing live, you know, just kind of in front of as many crowds as possible. So that one is definitely kind of the dream of like the live band. You know what I mean? So that's kind of again R&B, you know, jazzy feel. So I think I'm really happy with it, and I'm just so excited that it's kind of finally out there and I can finally share the Tallia Storm sound.
You've got the album coming out. Do we know around what sort of time this year?
Yeah, hopefully at the end of this year, you know, maybe September, October. I've got my book coming out in around September, October, so I hopefully just kind of want to get them out together at the same time, which would be really cool. I'm just kind of really excited to just kind of, you know, keep working with songs, writing. I work with my dad, you know, we had done about 17 tracks, but, you know, obviously trying to pick the 4 for the EP was extremely hard, you know, just going to narrow it down. But again, as you said, it's kind of, we wanted to kind of give that whole kind of round flavour of like everything I'm about, really. So you know, I'm really happy with it, and I'm really enjoying it.
Tell us a little bit about Nile Rodgers.
So basically, I spoke at TEDx Teen when I think around 2 years ago, which is basically run by the We Are Family Foundation, which is run by Nile Rodgers' wife, so Nancy, and you know, they were just incredible. So I kind of told my whole Elton John story there, just kind of a big kind of motivational kind of, you know, be ready for that one moment, that one chance. And basically ever since then, you know, Niall's been just such an incredible kind of mentor to me. In our house, like, chic, Niall is God, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
in everyone's house, I think.
In everyone's house, like literally, we know like every single song, like back to front. He's just a king. So to kind of get that kind of almost kind of approval from him is just incredible, especially because my roots, you know, are jazz and funk, and that's everything he's about. So by the end of the year, hopefully we'll get to, you know, work together on a track. You know, we've been trying to do it since like December, but you know, we've just been both so busy.
The fact that you're even saying, oh, you know, we've got a track coming out soon, can you even believe it when you say it?
I can't believe it because, you know, like, if you think of funk and R&B, the first person that comes to your mind is Nile Rodgers. And the fact that, you know, he even knows who I am. Do you know, at the end of the day, like, you know, I'm only 16. I'm this little girl who's, you know, trying to get away in the world. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so just
yeah.
in the fact that he's kind of listened to my songs and, you know, knows who I am is just incredible.
But all credit to you for really pursuing your dream and making it happen, because how many people out there every day think, oh, I'd love to sing and be with Nile Rodgers and whatever, and you're actually making it happen.
Thank
So
you so much.
fair play to you. I know people after this, they're going to listen to the EP if they haven't, and they're going to say, oh, we want to check her out live. So where can we catch her?
Oh, thank you very much. So on Thursday I am performing at MTV Sting Alive Foundation called Found. Me and Tiny Temple are performing, so I'm really excited for that. I'm performing in Monaco at the weekend, for anyone who lives in Monaco.
Well, Monaco view.
Called Champ Tennis, which is like basically an organisation that's just kind of raises money for kind of the up and coming kind of very talented tennis players, and it's like run by, you know, like the Williams and the like Serena Williams and all that are going, so it's just like a really kind of amazing charity. I'm performing at Jersey Live in summer, so I'm really excited for that. I think it's like Me, Years and Years, and like Rudimental, and like quite a few others, so that should be a really good one. And the Vaccines, can't wait to see them. That'll be very cool. I'm performing at Big Egg in the Park, so that's more kind of, you know, like the Vamps, like Union J, all that. So I've got quite a few more, but those are the ones at the top of my head.
So like I said before, if you haven't checked it out, check out the EP. If you can get to any of those gigs, get to them, because it's going to be definitely worth it, and you'll be seeing a lot more of Tallia in the near future, I guarantee it.
Oh, thank you so much.
No problem. Thanks for coming and speaking to us today.
Thank you.
Nice one. Cheers. Thank you, Gigs Lux TV.